Next year, Amazon will require its workers to work from the office 5 days a week. And this is a shift from its current 3-day-a-week hybrid mandate that was set during the pandemic.
So what does this mean for Seattle area traffic? Well, the University of Washington may be able to answer this for us. Joining us to continue the conversation is Ryan Avery, Deputy Director of the Washington State Transportation Center at UW. Good morning to you, Ryan.
Good morning. How are you?
We're good. Thank you so much for joining us here on ARC Seattle. So can you just first off start by describing the current landscape for us? What are you all seeing in terms of traffic trends as Amazon workers are really only going into the office about 3 days a week?
Sure. So most people, I think anybody who travels in the Puget Sound these days have kind of recognized that the typical worst days tend to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which traditionally were the normal heavier weekday flows before COVID. But it's been interesting since COVID and sort of this recovery that nobody knows when it's quite over yet. But Mondays and Fridays are definitely lighter, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are definitely heavier. And so as far as I'm aware, Amazon's current 3-day-week mandate, I don't believe they specify which weekdays. It just has to be 3, so that allows some flexibility right now. But I wouldn't be surprised that the majority of people are choosing to go in on Tuesday through Thursday.
She was kind of giving your thumbs up with the impact of which days of the week. Yeah. We know that Amazon has, I think, around 55,000 workers in Seattle alone, obviously more in Bellevue. How will this return to office mandate change the commute times and maybe congestion on major corridors like I-5, 405, that sort of thing?
So it's going to get a bit worse. I mean, and it won't just be Amazon. There are other employers that are obviously considering the same move. But when large employers make this kind of move, it can cause sort of a contagion effect. Other people will start considering it. And at first, it probably won't be as bad as I'm expecting later in the year, just because it'll probably be a decent transition phase over the first month or two as people sort of get into it. But as people start going every day, I think we're going to start seeing things get a little bit worse because, for one thing, since COVID, there isn't a lot of research that shows traffic levels kind of returned back to pretty normal levels over the last couple of years, even though a lot of people are working from home much more than they did before COVID. And so there's some more discretionary travel, there's more other trips, and we don't exactly know what those are. And so it's surprising to people that commute periods have gotten as bad as they were before COVID, and yet people aren't in the office every day. So that's been a little bit of a mystery, and this is going to make it more interesting. My biggest concern is that starting next spring, some of the worst effects of the Revive I-5 program, where WashDOT's rehabilitating large sections of I-5 between downtown and the Ship Canal Bridge, there's going to be 2-lane closures for a significant period of time, up to 9 or 10 months on I-5. And that means a roughly 30% capacity reduction on I-5. And so the WashDOT, City of Seattle, transit agencies have been working to promote alternatives on this. A major alternative will be taking transit. The Sound Transit Linwood Link just opened heading up to Linwood, which is a great alternative. But since the East Link isn't open yet, they won't be able to run enough trains to have the 4-minute headways that they were hoping for. So they expect that even those trains will be packed. So there's just going to be fewer alternatives. I mean, there's more alternatives now, but there's just going to be more congestion. And so moving to a 5-day-a-week work week, then that happens, I would really encourage Amazon to maybe reconsider and give employees a little bit of flexibility during that time period.
It's a lot.
Might be painful.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot, Ryan. Yeah, with those WashDOT planned projects and also, whatever else they have going on. There's always construction. But you mentioned something interesting. Possible alternate options to help mitigate congestion, like the Link Linwood light rail expansion, it's such a tongue twister, or the East Link extension, at least for people in Bellevue and Redmond. Do you think that will help just a bit? And if not, I mean, what's some of your advice to drivers as they look ahead to this new mandate starting up?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely look into alternatives. Linwood Link it is great. It's really quick. It's easy. It's amazing how fast it is to get up there. I've been on it several times already. They're just expecting that since trains will still only be every 7 to 8 minutes, because that East Link connection across Lake Washington is not going to be open in time in the spring, it means that they don't have enough places to park trains to be able to run as many as they would like to run to help with that. So The train is a good option, but it will be really packed. I personally, I'm going to ride my bike. I ride the light rail every morning, and maybe in the reverse direction it won't be so bad. But for people who are making shorter trips, I would definitely encourage walking, biking. Transit is a great option. And then, if your employer allows it, and this may not be the case for Amazon, be flexible in either working from home or maybe working from home part of the day and then leaving when the peak, period traffic isn't so bad. And the unfortunate thing is, of course, traffic levels those peak periods seem to be spreading out. And so it seems to be pretty bad during large portions of the day. So be flexible, be ready to change your plans if things look particularly bad one morning. That's the best advice we can give is, and so that's why I would really encourage Amazon to consider rolling that back ever so slightly and just saying, hey,
Right. We'll have to encourage them. Maybe 4 days.
Did you hear that, Amazon?
Thank you so much, Ryan. That was super, super insightful.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Get ready. Buckle up.